Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a great day. And above all else, that you're indeed looking after yourselves and one another. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a new CD review to do for you. It is the latest reissue release from Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here 50, released on December 12th, 2025 through Sony Legacy Recordings. Wish You Were Here is Pink Floyd's ninth release, originally released on September 12th, 1975, through the new label at the time, Columbia Records in North America, and through Harvest Records in the UK and in Europe. Wish You Were Here follows up the massively successful Dark Side of the Moon, originally released in March of 1973. This release of Wish You Were Here 50 has been released in multiple formats, a massive box set, super deluxe box set, sorry, costing around $340, to which for me, this has also been released on a 2 CD format and a Blu-ray audio format, which is what I have. Now, included on the Blu-ray audio disc, you have multiple mixes of the original album. But what is really interesting about this is that you have a Dolby Atmos mix of the album done by James Guthrie. James Guthrie has also worked with the band on The Wall in 1879. He would also go on to work with the band on the album The Final Cut. Now, this set also includes 25 bonus tracks made up of 9 studio rarities and 16 live recordings captured at by renowned bootlegger Mike Millard. Mike Millard, unfortunately, is no longer with us. At Pink Floyd's Los Angeles Sports Arena concert on the 26th of April, 1975, now receiving its first official release. The live audio has been meticulously restored and remastered. So I was going to say remixed, remastered by none other than Stephen Wilson. Now, as I said, I have the 2 CD and the two audio Blu-ray audio versions of the album. On disc one of the 2 CD edition, you have the original album, all 5 tracks, plus you have the bonus tracks, Wine Glasses, which is pretty much the synthesizer intro to Shine On You Crazy Diamonds. You have an alternate version of Have a Cigar featuring Roger Waters on lead vocals. If you remember, Roger Waters wanted to sing the lead vocal. He felt that he couldn't capture it properly, and Roy Harper, sorry, was in the studio at the time, and he decided to give it a go, and the band decided to go with Roy Harper's vocal take on "Have a Cigar," and for years, Roger Waters has regretted not being able to give it at least one more try and have his vocal on the track. But you know what? It's neither here nor there now. Also included on disc one is Wish You Were Here, another version of Wish You Were Here featuring Stefan Grappelli. Now on disc two, you have very interesting tracks here. You have Shine On You Crazy Diamonds, an early instrumental version, a rough mix of the track at 18 minutes plus. You have also the Machine song, Roger's demo, the Machine song demo 2, revisited, Wish You Were Here, take 1, Wish You Were Here pedal steel instrumental mix, and also, which is really interesting, the final track on CD 2 of the 2 CD version. You have Shine On You Crazy Diamonds, parts 1 through 9, a new stereo mix for 2025, clocking in at a whopping 25 minutes and 26 seconds. Okay. Now, on the Blu-ray audio, you have various mixes, as I said, of Wish You Were Here. You have the 2025 Dolby Atmos mix done by uh, James Guthrie. You have the 2011 5.1 surround mix. You have the original 1975 stereo mix, and you have the 1975 4.0 quad mix of the album. Now, on the Blu-ray audio, you also have the live bootleg recording of the show, recorded at the LA Sports Arena by Mike Millard on the 26th of April, 1975, as I mentioned at the top of the video. Now, what was interesting about this is that uh, what I read about this bootleg recording was that when the band decided to put this project together, they went through various live recordings of the shows that they did for the tour, and they couldn't find a satisfactory live recording of this tour. And Mike Millard, from what I've read, was a major music fan of not just a Pink Floyd, just a major concert goer. And what he did was, for these shows, whenever the house lights would go down, he would sneak his way to the front of the stage and set up his mics right beside the mics for the show. And it worked. I mean, no one said a damn thing. No one said to him, you need to move, because I'm sure people saw him going back and forth. No one told him, get out of there, da 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 da. So, again, when Pink Floyd were going through this process and they gave the green light to go through this box set reissue, and they wanted to find a proper live recording of the tour, they suddenly realized again that they didn't have any satisfactory sounding uh, recordings of the tour. So they decided to use Mike Millard's bootleg recording. And I gotta tell you, man, for a live bootleg recording, this sounds fucking good. This sounds really good. Now, what is infamous and what is really, well, I call it infamous because Pink Floyd were infamous for doing this. What they would do on these tours, they would test or road test new material. So they did this for the early recordings of Dark Side of the Moon on the previous tour for I believe it was Obscured by Clouds, and they would also do this for the Animals release on the tour for Wish You Were Here. There are 16 tracks um, done for the show. Now, it starts off with Raving and Drooling, and You Gotta Be Crazy. Raving and Drooling would go on to become Sheep, and You Gotta Be Crazy would go on to become Dogs. And also, uh, this show done at the Los Angeles Sports Arena in April of 1975, Wish You Were Here wasn't even released yet. So a lot of these songs at the time were brand new. So you have on this, on the track listing, you have Raving and Drilling, You Gotta Be Crazy, Dogs, Sheep and Dogs, Shine On You Crazy Diamonds, parts 1 through 5, Have a Cigar, featuring Roger Waters on vocals, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 6 to 9, again, never heard before, you know, um, before the release of the album. So they were road testing a lot of new material, right, to keep the audience's interest. And afterwards, they go into the entire album of Dark Side of the Moon, and then they would end the show with a massive rendition of Echoes. Okay, 16 tracks in total. Now, there's also video footage on the Blu-ray audio. And you have on here Shine On You Crazy Diamond, and it's listed as videos, concert screen films. You have Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Part 1, sorry, Shine On You Crazy Diamond again, Welcome to the Machine, and a short film done in 2000 by Storm Thorgerson. Sorry, Storm Thorgerson was half of the design team, Hypnosis, who would do many of Pink Floyd's album covers, along with other artists such as Led Zeppelin, etc. So yeah, this set, if you can get it for any Pink Floyd fan of of this time frame of Dark Side of the Moon or earlier, this set is for you. I've gone on record as saying that um, Wish You Were Here, when we did an album ranking, that it was my number two album. Now, number one, obviously, was The Wall, but I have this here. I'll show this to you. This is the double CD. I Wish You Were Here. And it's done in like a road case kind of setting, kind of packaging. That's the CD. And I have here the Blu-ray audio disc. Now, I can open this up quickly. I'll show you what it looks like inside. And the CD has the same kind of inlay pictures on the double disc. There you go. Forgive the stubby fingers. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I've listened to this um, a couple of times, and I got lucky because I was able uh, to stream this on YouTube before my CDs came. But I wanted the CDs to give you, visuals. Uh, this to me is a fantastic release, and it's been released, as I said, in various physical formats and a digital release. The Super Deluxe box set at $340 for me is too bloody expensive. I'm sorry, I can't afford that. You get the CDs, you get vinyl, and you get a lot of paraphernalia and a hardback book with pictures, rare pictures and stuff. But for me, to spend that kind of money is not feasible. And so for me, getting the double CD and the Blu-ray audio was a cheaper venture at $78 and change for the entire for both sets together. So you can stream this uh, file of Wish You Were Here 50 on YouTube on Pink Floyd's YouTube channel, and there are 34 videos in the file that you can listen to. And you know what? If you are again a fan of Pink Floyd of this time frame, this release is for you. So please check it out and let me know what you think of the release in the comments down below. That's it for now. Again, please click like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content we got coming up. I've got more shows coming up with Jim Bricker, Ken Cheshire, Sagosh, and again, eventually, Bill Schuster will be coming on the channel, and Don Brydopt is joining us for an Essential 70s playlist episode that we've got coming up soon. That's it for now. Please look after yourselves and one another. Bye for now.